University of Pajajaran on strategic management. So please, Bu Firda, the stage and time is yours, Bu.
Okay, thank you, Fina, and good evening, boys and girls, students and alumni, and all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, my name is Firda. Actually, Firdaus. So, but I'm 100% woman. Firdaus, but a woman. Yeah, Firdaus Basbet. So, Basbet is a family name of. It's my father's name. Okay, yeah, before I've been with IPMI for 2 years now. Before I joined IPMI, I was a senior lecturer, or they call it pensyarah kanan in University Malaysia, Kelantan. Pensyarah kanan or kiri doesn't mean, okay, pensyarah kanan they call it. And then before that, I'm a strategic management lecturer in SPM ITB for 6 months. Then I'm going to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Okay, this is an info session. Just want to share about 10 minutes before. After that, there's a Prof. Sembel and Pak Rinaldi who also want to share with you on the course of leadership and financial corporate finance. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Okay. All right. Sudah terlihat? Can you see my?
Yes, Bu, definitely. You just, if you don't mind, just make it slideshow.
Slideshow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, this is Alvina, I think. After she enrolled in MBA, so look, she's very happy. So I want to introduce the 18 months of MBA program, improved curriculum, no more 2 years now, as consistent with our logos, with our tagline, fast, sharp, and relevant. So we make it fast, 80 months MBA program with improved curriculum for this next September semester, yeah. Okay, so if you want to become an MBA, just choose IPMI. Why IPMI? Yeah, we are the first business school in Indonesia with full English delivery, the first deliver international MBA program in Indonesia. I was also graduate from IPMI. It's a 1-year management development program at that time with Monash University. So both IPMI and Monash University. So I have 2 certificates. Yeah, international exchange student. We have 4 Korean students here from IBK, International Bank of Korea, and also siapa lagi Ratna? One from, and also the first utilized Harvard case study in the region. Until now, we still have a case study. We deliver our teaching method is with a case study mostly from Harvard and some local case study. Internship for multicultural experience and business and agent for the world benefit concept through community involvement project.
Bu Firda, I'm so sorry, you was on mute before.
Oh, okay. All right. Point for discussion is our mission, learning outcome, curriculum, and course description, and then goes to question and answer. I just want to give you inspiring words. So learning is the only thing. The mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets. That's from Leonardo da Vinci, not Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio has his own word in The Wolf of Wall Street. He said that if money isn't everything, then try to work in McDonald's. Let me say it like that. Yeah? But this is Leonardo da Vinci. I agree with Leonardo, the other Leonardo. Okay, so all right, this is some only some insight from a Financial Times 2017 survey. They said what employers want from MBA graduates. So they said that they want to have people from a variety of background, soft skills, especially with soft skill. So because technical knowledge is not enough, they want people who can work effectively across the organization. Yeah. Most important skill is the ability to work with a wide variety of people. So you have to work with a lot of people across generation. Yeah, time management, ability to prioritize, understanding digital impact, because we are in the digital era now. So you have to understand digital on the business, ability to build, sustain, and expand network of people, communication, networking, and ability to solve complex problems. And then difficult skills to recruit. This is what the employer said, the ability to use social media to benefit the business. You have to use LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, what is that? Pinterest, yeah, ability to train, coaching. As a manager, you have to coach, yeah, not only the leader, but to manage, you have to coach your coworker, the other people who work in the workplace. Then financial forecasting, now coming in the hip is a big data analysis and brand storytelling skill. It's a storytelling skill about your brand. That's the most difficult skill. So from the perspective of student, what they value most is they said that they like a leadership. They want to be a leader. So what kind of skill and knowledge that I want to, if I want to become a leader? Yeah, strategic, technology management, and entrepreneurship. Okay, around 25% MBA students, they are motivated to start a business after the graduate. And then the prospective students said that I want to learn marketing, international business, project management, economics, data analysis again, and decision making. Decision making is very important, yeah, especially when you are in the in the upper level of position. So we changed our curriculum this next September. So what is why is that? Yeah, what is driving change? Because the industry 4.0 is coming. So we are in the Internet of Things era. There are cloud computing, there are big data analysis, integrating system, 3D graphic. There is a machine learning and AI. Yeah, we should go into that direction. And then the focus sector in Indonesia is that 5 industry, food and beverage, textile, and then chemicals. Yeah, and then when I survey our students, where is it? Where are they came from? They are from finance, mostly on finance industry, finance and banking and insurance company, and then manufacturing. Construction comes next, and then service and logistics. And what is driving them? The most prominent factor are prospective students. They want demands for quicker returns, yeah, almost instant and flexible service. The individual needs. 1 year MBA is suited for them. Offer 2-year formats. Right now you have 2 years, right? 2 years. Part-time student. Most of the student now, prospective student, they want it faster and cheaper, add to the degree as well as bigger return on their educational involvement. They want to invest in their education, but want a bigger return. Yeah, 50%, 57% prefer full-time 1-year program. And then the survey said, what should MBA providers adapt? That's what we goes into that direction. Embrace more flexible program format, part-time, weekend to provide online, blended format, and then a school after specialist. So be open to collaboration with industry. Yeah. Okay. And now, this is the basic information because before I go into our curriculum, that's 18 months executive master and regular MBA. Yeah, prepares change agent. We prepare you to become the transformational leaders, yeah, to make meaningful impact through leadership in business management. We tailor our degree, MBA degree, to line up with the career interests through concentration. So we provide you with 3 concentration right now. The general MBA, that what we become famous of, and then business analytics coming to the stream with data analysis, and food business management coming in the at the last. So the MBA curriculum covers topics that help leaders in problem solving, decision making, managing people, financial, and operation. Basically, the core course of the MBA program. This is our new curriculum. Yeah, the first, as our mission is to create transformational leaders, then leadership is coming first. And we deliver our course by course study, and there are also some practice how because some said that leaders are not born, they're trained. So we want to train also our leadership with practical, go to industry, and then look at the successful leaders. Yeah. Number 2, coming research methodology and data analysis. In the first semester, we want to prepare, because at the end of the courses, semester 4, you have to create your own thesis individually. So you want to prepare in the first semester, and you still have 2 or 3 semesters to work on it with your supervisor helping you. Then managerial accounting for decision making. It's not for managerial now. We goes to for decision making with 3 credits. And then marketing in digital era, as we are now in the marketing in the digital era. So digital marketing, and then the customer centric focus. Yeah, we goes to that direction. Not only marketing and sales, but yes, with that technology, so you have to to lead the business. Okay, this is the second semester. To give an international flavor, so we combine the global economics and international business practices in the second semester with 2 credits. Also, the corporate entrepreneurship, not only the entrepreneurship general, but we prepare you to become the corporate entrepreneurship expert and innovation design thinking for your corporation. Yeah. Then coming number 7 is technology and operation management. What is that? It's basically is a global, it's a value chain, it's a supply chain from a supplier to your customer. But you also want to learn about what technology involved in that. So, for example, on the logistic, if you have RFID technology, so you learn it from the school, and what is that from your operation management. Coming next is Professor Sembel, the one and only on the corporate finance. Mostly inside that is corporate finance, risk management, and valuation, I think, yeah. Then next is sustainability business strategy, not only business, not only strategic management. So how to sustain, yeah, sustain your business and to compete in the long run. You will have a competitive advantage that's sustained in the long run with coming to caring for environment, climate change, yeah. Okay, that's all these courses will be delivered by case study. So our lecturers are all trained by Pak Dery, which graduate from Harvard, especially for this course, delivering a case method. Yeah, so every semester before the class coming, so we refresh our lecturer on the case study. And then this is a short semester. Third semester is short semester for if we goes to September, then this is a short semester. Managerial decision analysis. I think that this is the most important is managerial decision analysis. Right? Then you have to have you have an option now to pick or to choose one of the three that we offering you. It is a general manager MBA. It consists the organizational behavior. What is an MBA without an organizational behavior? Yeah? And then with corporate governance inside that is business ethics and also the business law. On the business analytic, we will offer you the introduction to data science and machine learning AI. And then business analytic on the quantitative analysis of the business. Yeah? And next is the food business with the food system, supply chain and retail, food culture and creative industry. And the end of the semester is the business influence and negotiation. This is the soft skill part, the arts part, that how to influence and negotiate with the people. It's very important for your business. Then it's coming to our topic tonight is immersion and consulting project. So we will send you to the industry, dunia usaha, dunia industri studi, our partner to have immersion still locally, about 2 weeks with them, and then you will come up with you act like a consultant, give them a solution to their business project. Yeah? So it is a project, so you will get directly experience. Yeah, for food management, they will go to the SRR or family like a yogurt, like a Pizza Hut, like we every year before the pandemic we have a guest Melbourne Business School coming to us, and then together we go to the MRT and then BCA, Bank Central Asia, and then Kalbe Pharma, because they want to taste what is this business run in Asia, how is business run in Asia, and then our student also part of their program, and also we take part of their group project, and then come up with something to improve their business, so presentation to them, and then finally we save the best for last, the thesis is a favorite of every student, I think. Padoni will agree with that. The topics are according to the stream, so it's 5 credits. If you like research, if you someday you want to become a researcher in a business, then this is that suits you. Okay, so total credit courses is 40 with 15 courses. It is very interesting. We will soon start it in September. So thank you very much. This is opening from me. So we will have a Prof. Sembel and then Pak Rinaldi. So you can also chat with them directly. Got back to you, Alvina. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Bu Firda. Thank you for your presentation. I think it's really still really interesting, Bu, because usually people will who have MBA, they usually have that 2 years of MBA, but with the difference that it made with 18 months of MBA, the new curriculum is really relevant with the kind of IPMI, which is fast, sharp, and relevant. And I totally agree with Bu Firda. I think just a short experience of myself that even for the past 6 months, I think the learning process of problem solving, decision making, and also strategical thinking has really developed me even further. I think I have to say it's a better person and also professionally. So I think it's a really good opportunity for everyone who comes attend this session to actually join IPMI and to to do MBA program with us. So again, thank you, Bu Firda, for your explanation. I think the second one we will have Pak Rinaldi first to share about leadership and management. And me personally, I had his class before in last semester, and I really strongly believe that the leadership at IPMI is something to be proud of because we really learned a lot through Pak Rinaldi class. And I think Pak Rinaldi, you're already here with us, yeah, Pak?
Yes, thank
Yes,
you,
that's good.
Alvina.
So before Pak Rinaldi start his sharing, I would like to introduce Pak Rinaldi first. So Pak Rinaldi definitely he has more than 30 years working experience in many various of industries such as engineering, investment, banking, management, and also he actually served as the CEO and commissioners in PT Pertamina Hulu Energi nowadays. And before that, he also was the CEO of PT Telkom Indonesia from 2007 until 2012. Again, Parinaldi also really experienced in corporate finance, family business, and also strategic management. And he was graduated from, again, electrical engineering at ITB. And he also graduated from MBA from IPMI. So Parinaldi's MBA alumni. And also he received his CFA from the CFA Institute of Charlottesville, Virginia, and also doctorate in strategic management from Unpad. So please, Pak Rinaldi, it's really a good portfolio, Pak. We are so lucky to have you here with us. So please, Pak, the screen and time is yours, Pak.
Thank you, Alvina, and hi, everyone. Good evening. So, is my voice clear? Can be heard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well
Thank
and
you.
clear, Pak.
So I think Bu Firda has mentioned a lot about what IPMI and the curriculum itself, yeah. But for me, it's more to let me share you a little bit what I'm going. I'm facilitating, or in the normal case, it's called teaching, yeah, or lecturing of leadership and management. But I would consider this as a facilitating and basically taking you into a journey on the leadership class and management. Yeah, it's very interesting because this is based on my experience, personal experience. When I was appointed as the CEO in year 2007, I was the CFO prior to that. And prior to that, I also was the CEO of a securities company, much smaller industry. Yeah. So I was in a situation where I had to lead the other 6 directors who were my colleagues. We were at the same level at that time. We were all directors. But suddenly, the shareholders appointed me as the CEO, and I had to lead the other 6 colleagues who were, at the same level. And I was not prepared. I was not trained on that one because some of them were older than me. Only one was younger than me. So you can imagine I had to lead people at the same level. So based on that, I was able, I think that is what I'm sharing into the class, on how when you are a young, name it a young manager, middle manager, or the top managers in your organization, and you are facing the situations every day, how are you dealing with that? Because as mentioned before, technical skills is a basic requirement. It's a minimum requirement. But then you have to have a management and leadership skills, which is not really trained, in most of organizations, some organizations do, some organizations don't. And especially there was not really training for the CEO, and the C-level executive. Suddenly you are put there, and then you have to lead. So there are two powers in leading the organization. You can use your personal power or positional power. Of course, as the CEO, you have your position power. You can instruct and give an instruction, and if goals achieved, then you give a reward. If not, then you give punishment. But that is one side of leadership. The other side of leadership is you should use more your personal power. Means your competencies, your ability to influence people and your staffs, So that is a thing that what I'm sharing, and more to like sharing, because many times students, when they graduated from MBA schools like IPMI, and then they come back to the work environment, or some of you are taking it, while you are working, So you like, basically, you would understand, and you like to know how to be a good leader, really how to be a good leader, and how to strike a balance between business objectives and the people or talent management. Because business objectives is more towards the short to medium terms, while talent and people management and organizational sustainability is more towards long term. If Ibu Firda is taking the quote, I like to quote, actually, if you want to be successful, the only thing you should do is just to take care of the talents, the human resources, and that they will do the business. So you don't have to think about business first, but you have to think about the talent and the people first, and they will finalize, they will finish all the work for you. That is the leadership that we are going to basically share to facilitate for you. So in IPMI, we combine both the I think the scientific knowledge with the practical experience. You will learn in many cases how to deal with the real life situation. Especially now that you are becoming a young manager, and then you are assigned to do a project. So when you are assigned to do a project without a real preparation, how are you going to do that? That is what we share, what we teach at IPMI. We equip you to be able to become a practical manager and a practical leader, so you can use the skills and knowledge in the organizations. Let me share you. Just I only have one page of information. So this is the typical, it's a much shorter version of the case study that we are going to take. This is the one that we are going to discuss in the class. Thomas Green was promoted directly by the president, but he has to report not to the president but to the other director. Actually, this director has another candidate, which was not Thomas Green. So you can imagine, Thomas Green, while he was bright and young, but then he was put into the position by the president of the company, while he has to report to somebody else. So there is a dynamics, in the relationship, because of course the director, well, this is not the guy that I wanted to promote, why he got promoted, etc. So if you were Thomas Green, what would you do? Yeah, what would you do? So that is things that we discuss. We always believe, when we are using a case study, there is no one single solution. Remember, in management, there is no wrong or right. It's all depending on the situation, external factors, internal factors, and also the informations that you have. Yeah, and decision is the decisions. Yeah, a good leader, normally, a good leader is making 80% decision right. There is no 100% right decision. But an excellent leader, of course, is not 80%. So minimum 90% of his decisions are correct. So that is why we learn on how you make decision, how you choose the option, how you evaluate and analyze the situation in a real case, because all of these cases are real, were real, and also we like you to give your solution. So the solution is not coming from me, it's not coming from Ibu Firda, it's not coming from only Pak Roy, it's also coming from you. So as the slide earlier mentioned, it's a student-centered. You provide the recommendation and we guide you, to give the guidance on what if you are taking this decision, what is the consequences, what are the risks, and if you are taking another B decisions, then what are the risks, what are the consequences? So that is going to be dynamic and lively in the class. Yeah. So I think, with my normally I'm not promoting myself, but because today is time to promote, so I'm sorry that I have to promote. I'm not used to it. However, with my wealth of experience, not only me, sorry, with IPMI's faculty members' wealth of experience, both in, especially in the real life and a corporate life, consulting life, etc. You will get a rich input and guidance. Input and guidance, and you can even test that one in later in your in your organizations, in your office. So that is our job. Our job is to guide you, to make you a better a manager, to make you a better leader, and not only on the skills and competencies, but also on how to manage and grow yourself, your talents, and your organizations. Thank you. I think that is what I can share for now. As I mentioned, I will not be long in giving you the explanation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pak Rinaldi. Thank you so much for explaining this to us. And again, I would like to encourage everyone in the audience, and we already have 109 participants. So I would like to encourage all of us, all of you, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to write in the comment chats as we're going to have our discussion later on. So again, Pak Rinaldi, thank you so much for your explanation. I totally agree with Pak Rinaldi. I think, and also as per quote, as per Bu Firda also mentioned before at the beginning, leadership is something we're not earned. It's something that you have to be trained. And in the most of companies, they already expected us to understand that by ourselves. So it's not something that being trained a lot in the company. So I think we're definitely going to learn a lot of leadership and management at IPMI, and by utilizing a lot of real case studies And actually, the discussion with the class with a lot of various background experience definitely help us a lot to train our leadership, our thinking, and also our sort of like decision making. So again, Pak Rin, thank you so much for explaining this to us. So last but not least, we have the famous Prof. Roy Sembel to share with us on finance subject. I think, Pak Rin, if you don't mind, you can stop share your screen, Pak. So sorry for that. Okay, so Prof. Roy gonna have explain about us on finance subject. Again, I would like to introduce Prof. Roy first. Actually, he has more than 35 years of balanced work experience, both in business and also academics, including actually he is a writer, speakers, trainer, entrepreneurs, and also investor. And also, Prof. Roy also have facilitated hundreds of trainings for more than 100 clients, even that multinational companies, state-owned or local companies, and also within a lot of variety of sectors, which is finance, banking, consumer goods, telecommunication. Well, it's really a massive, extensive experience of Prof. Roy. And also currently he is the finance professor and also former dean at IPMI, UPH and also UMN. And the interesting part of Prof. Roy, actually, he wrote IPMI himself. And he actually really good in singing. So probably if we have time later, we can ask Prof. Roy to sing for us, yeah? If we have time
Yeah.
later, yeah, I would like ask you, Prof.
My
Roy, to
way,
sing
my
for
way. Yes.
us.
Instead
So,
of
Prof.
singing,
Roy,
just
without further ado, without further ado,
himne IPMI deh nanti. Himne IPMI aja dijalain ya nanti.
without
Anyway, thank
further
you
ado,
very
Prof.
much,
Roy, I'll let, yeah.
Albina. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I know it's evening, but to make your spirit keep up high, so I will greet you with good morning. Yeah. My name is Roy Sembel. As I mentioned before, it is Sembel, not Sambal, because Sambal is hot and spicy. Yeah, you know hot and spicy. Yeah. Well, I may be hot here, but definitely not spicy. Yeah, that's my tagline. Yeah. Okay, I already introduced myself. Part of my experience is in the academia, and the other part is in the business practitioner. This is my short CV. Yeah. Okay. All right. Regarding the learning at IPMI, I give example in my class. There are a variety of learning mode. I believe in varieties, ya, keberagaman, because people will learn from many different angles, not just from one angles, yeah. So, for example, in my class, the students watch movie, yeah? Like for example, the Wall Street, yeah, Wall Street movie. That's the classic movie about finance, and we have a debate. For example, whether the publicly listed companies should pay dividend or not. Why? The reason behind that, for example, yeah. And then whether greed is good, yeah, like the speech by the Gordon Gekko in the Wall Street, yeah. And of course, we have the case studies, and then we have the investment simulation based on the real life data, yeah, ongoing real life data. And also the current event analysis, yeah, that's the case study about the current event, yeah. We have also the student will do their own mind mapping about the materials. We have the group discussion. We have guest speaker, example of guest speaker topic, for example, about the green startup and about the digital media startup. Yeah, that's the example of the recent the recent guest speaker. Yeah. And then we have an interesting discussion about the Nobel Prize in economic science. Yeah, for example, we have the capital asset pricing models, the William Sharp Nobel Prize winner, and the efficient market hypothesis, the Eugene Fama, etc. Those are basically the mode of learning that we will study at the IPMI International Business School. So it is not only just one mode of learning; it's a variety modes of learning. Yeah. So this, for example, this is my version of mind mapping of the corporate finance class. Yeah, from the outside in perspective, and then inside out perspective, and some special topic. Yeah, and then these are example of the students lesson learned. Yeah, from the class. Yeah, for example, this is the week one about they learn about good corporate governance, value creation, etc. And week two about capital budgeting, fundamental analysis. Yeah, that's also be weekly, the Dupont analysis, and then also about the capital structure, the capital asset pricing model, the beta, yeah, and then learn about the corporate restructuring, about leverage buyout, the valuation, including the conglomerate discount. What is conglomerate discount? Well, you will learn later on, yeah, with some story behind that, okay? And then about insider trading, about option, about route risk management, about arbitrage, market efficiency, dividend policy, etc. So also the recent topic, for example, the stock split, right issue, capital structure, etc. Those are example of the learning mode that you will learn at IPMI International Business School. So it will be a variety of learning so that you will not be bored by just one mode of learning. Yeah. Okay, that's it from me. Next, back to Bu Firda. Because I promise only less than 5 minutes, yeah, then most of us will have the discussion after this. Yeah. Okay, back to you,
It's only
Alvina
2 minutes.
and huh?
Only 2 minutes. That's not fair. You have to
Okay.
think first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Prof. It's really sort of like concise, a concise but strong explanations. And actually, I'm gonna have your subject, I think, this upcoming semester, Prof. Roy. So please take care of me, Prof.
Are you ready,
So
Alvina?
okay, Prof. So again, thank you, Prof, for explanation. I think definitely we're gonna have our discussion later on. So again, I would like to encourage everyone. You can ask anything about the IPMI curriculum, about the leadership, about the finance, because I think we are very lucky because we have the three keynote speaker here with us, which is rarely happening. So please do not waste this opportunity to ask a lot of questions from these three keynote speakers. So I think before we go to the question and answers or discussion, we have two students and alumni that join us also tonight. So the first one, we actually have Pak Doni Arasal, which is the students of Executive MBA program. The intake is March 2020, and he is actually currently served as the Director of Finance in PT Jasa Marga or Persero. And the second one, we also have the MBA alumni, which is Pak Gregorius Wahyu Kurniawan. He was the Executive MBA students September 2018, and currently he serves as the business managers of 3M. So Pak Doni Arasal and Pak Wahyu, are you here with us tonight? I can see Pak Doni, but I haven't seen Pak Wahyu.
Yeah, Greg is here.
Okay. Hi, Pak Doni and Pak. Sorry, is it Pak Gregorius or Pak Wahyu? How should I call you?
They call me Greg normally because it's more like
Greg, yeah.
a bule-bulean sort of.
So good evening, Pak Doni, Pak Greg. So I think the first one, Pak Greg, I'll talk to you later. But the first one, I would like to ask Pak Doni Arsal to actually just share your experience. What do you learn at IPMI MBA school, and what's changing with you personally and professionally? Please, Pak Doni, the time is yours, Pak.
Well, thank you, Alvina. Good evening, everyone, and good morning, Prof. Roy. Special good morning for Prof. Roy.
Good morning.
Well, first of all, thank you for IPMI and Academic, Bu Firda, to invite me to give the testimony regarding the learning journey in IPMI. Yes, like Alvina said, my position now as the CFO of Jasa Marga. I joined Jasa Marga in 2017. Before that, I was working at the capital market. Pak Renaldi was my senior at the capital market, and at the time I worked for Mandiri Sekuritas, and before Mandiri Sekuritas, I joined Dana Raksa, also the state-owned securities house. And before joining the Dana Raksa, I was a corporate banker, so most of my working time the finance. And I joined IPMI class of the executive MBA on March 2020. Maybe quite late for me to join the MBA class, but I enjoyed the journey during the class. Even though at the beginning of the class, I doubt I could attend the class, considering my position as the one of the management of the state-owned, that at the time the government has a very huge plan to build the infrastructure in Indonesia. Online study make my life easier actually, because I could be able to join from anywhere actually. And during the class, I learned much from the senior lecturer, including Pak Renaldi, that well experienced lecturer, and also Prof. Roy, Ibu Amalia, and Bu Firda. And we discussed regarding the very interesting part, which is the case study. So we learned regarding how to make decision making on the case, various case from overseas and also from domestic. And the lecturer also also give us the chance to share the experience with the others during the class actually. So now I'm on the third semester. Yeah, this very I'm very excited because it is the end of the third semester. The next semester will be the thesis program. The bottom line is the learning process, especially on the case study, is very interesting subject, and that's the main reason I joined IPMI actually. And the other reason is the class is held on Saturday, but that's the good thing actually. This morning, the academic Ibu Firda invited a representative of the student as well to discuss regarding the feedback on the curriculum and the learning process. One thing that we think that very challenging is about the weekly assignment, that we feel is too many assignment every week that make us overwhelmed every week. And Dufilda said that IPMI will consider the input and that one. This is good things. And also Bu Firda, the assignment on the research methodology, especially we have to provide chapter 1 until chapter 3 is the most difficult assignment that we face right now, but we are trying to fulfill the assignment this Saturday. I think that's all. Yeah, I'm proud to be part of the IPMI. Hope I could finish finish the study by the end of the year, hopefully, subject to whether Pak Roy and Bu Firda approve my proposal of thesis as well. I think that's all my testimony regarding how to become the IPMI student. I give it back to Alvina. Thank you, Alvina.
Okay, thank you, Pak Doni, and yeah, Bu Firda, please. I think your name was mentioned a lot, Bu.
Yeah, I know he loves me.
Yeah, I love you.
So, Pak Doni, I think all the best for your thesis. I think you'll definitely be fine. Don't worry, you'll nail it, and we will pray for you. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just fine. Thank you, Pak Doni, for your testimonials. Again, I would like to invite everyone to ask anything from Pak Doni, because we all know that we actually learn from each other, you know. So if the students already mentioning the testimonial, the good thing and the bad thing, or not the bad thing, but the not so good thing or the challenging part, yeah, Pak Doni, the challenging part of the assignments. I couldn't more agree with that one. But so anyway, thank you again, Pak Doni. We will have the discussion later on. So the second one, Pak Greg, I would like to invite Pak Greg again to have Pak Greg actually just already finished his MBA because he is joined the MBA, Executive MBA at September 2018. So again, I would like to introduce him. He actually acts as the business manager of 3M. Please, Pak Greg, the time is yours, Pak.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. The colleague of IPMI student as well as the alumni, because I saw some alumni names there, and then I consider myself as a fresh graduate because I only graduated recently. So the graduation was held in February, if I'm not mistaken, and then I graduated in October in 2020. So it's considered as quite fresh. So I might still remember my experience during my tenure in IPMI. And don't forget to say hello to Bu Firda, Prof. Roy, and Pak Rinaldi. So actually, Bu Firda was my thesis mentor, and then Prof. Roy was actually my thesis examiner. So it's been quite some time since we were on the same Zoom room. Prof. Roy, at that time, you were slaughtering me with the questions. So
More than 1,000 question, yeah.
1,000 question. All right. So, sharing a bit, I think a lot of things has been mentioned by Prof. Roy, Bu Firda, as well, Parinaldi, in terms of the teaching method. And then we all know that the case study is there, but I'm going to talk about on a different point of view here. So, the first reason why I joined IPMI at that particular time was the network. So, if you see that IPMI has actually quite extensive and high profile network, for instance, like before, we have Pak Doni ourselves talking. He's a CFO of Jasa Marga, who doesn't know Jasa Marga, right? And then Pak Rinaldi and the other lecturer, Prof. Roy, Bu Firda, etc. So, we were taught by the faculty with high reputation and then high exposure in terms of business and experiences. So this is something which was interest me so much, and then we will be able to gather more information or knowledge as well from our colleague, which is going to be high profile as well. So one of the big reasons why I didn't choose another university at that particular time was that I know that I'm going to meet a lot of experienced people, and I will be able to share my experience and then get some information from their side as well. So this is one thing which encouraged me to choose me at that particular time. And then the second experience was that when I joined and then start my first class, it's actually I feel that I'm entering a family, because family is normally you do a sharing between the family member as well as between the parents to the children. So in this case, the lecturer will act as more experienced people who will share their experience, as well as bringing in some good practices to us, so that we can learn some more out of that. And then what interests me is that whenever you join IPMI, you have to contribute because the lecturer will know you by name. So there's no chance for you to sleep during the class. Even if it's an online class, I believe everyone has experienced this. Suddenly your name will be called, and then you should be able to, contribute something out of it. So luckily, I experienced a hybrid. So I can consider myself as the first cohort of hybrid graduated student of IPMI, because, on my 1 to 3rd semester, I was having an offline class, which is a normal one. And it was really fun, to be frank, and I already missed that. I don't know. It was quite fun, and then suddenly things have changed because of the pandemic. And then the good thing is that it may react so fast and then really adapt so that the teaching can still be happening without any disruption. And then it shows that it may be able to adapt to the this current VUCA situation outside because of the pandemic, both beyond control or under the control. It shows as well by the change of the curriculum. It seemed interesting. So if I can reapply, Prof. Roy, Bu Firda, and I get the S4 degree from IPMI, because I saw the 4th semester is pretty interesting, because there is aside from thesis, there is you become a consultant as well, working as a real life consultant on the real company, which is really interesting. I think it's really a good move, and it really shows that IPMI is actually adapting to the change. So, after graduate, of course, there are a lot of key takeout, which I already got from IPMI through the lesson learned from the lecturer as well as the case study which has been taught during my tenure in IPMI, and it really helped me to make a decision faster, sharper, as well as relevant as compared to IPMI has this kind of tagline, and then I believe when we come out of the IPMI and then we work on our real life on a day-to-day basis, I believe we can really implement that, and then it's not going to become only a tagline, but something which we can take out and give a benefit to us. So I think that's all my experience. So I give back to the moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Greg. Thank you for sharing with us. I think I agree with you, Pak. So I would like to ask Bu Firda as well. Bu Firda, will it be possible for us, the Executive MBA 2021, to do the 18 curriculum, because it's really interesting. I totally would agree with Pak Greg. It's really interesting. It's really different, and doing the consulting itself is really interesting. So I think we can have that discussion later, ya, Bu Firda. So I think before we have our discussion with the keynote speaker, I already saw several questions in the chat box. I think I would like to invite everyone to open your camera, because we will have the photo session first before the discussion. So if anyone would like, please join us and by opening your camera. So we will have the photo session first before we have the discussion. Again, don't hesitate to ask a lot of questions. As I mentioned before, it's really rare for us to have excellent keynote speakers as well as the alumni here with us. So if some IPMI colleague can help me, we can take the pictures now. So we have 4 pages. So I would like to do the first page first. So the first page, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, the second page, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, the third one, please open up your camera, guys. We would like to see your faces, your beautiful and handsome faces. Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. And the last one, the last page, 1, 2, 3, and smile. Okay, it's okay. We don't have a lot of faces, but there are some people that already have some faces on. The other, we can have their names. It's okay. Okay, so again, thank you for opening your camera. You can close it down, or you can still have your faces on. It's gonna be great. So we're gonna go with the discussion, the highlight of the today's session, which is our discussion with the keynote speakers and the students and also alumni. So for Bu Firda, Prof. Roy, Pak Rinaldi, Pak Doni, and Pak Greg, please stand by because we're gonna have our discussion later. Now. So the first one, actually, we have questions from Uki Agustinos. The first question is actually, will 18 months MBA full of online class or hybrid, both online and offline class? So I think Bu Firda, the question should be yours, Bu.
Yeah, I think we will follow whatever government give us a rule. Yeah, if we can do face-to-face or offline, then we go offline. And also, there is a plan that we will open 100% offline. That is to give an access to for a worker, the mining worker, or whoever stay in Manado or in Irian or in Sumatra, that if they want to be an MBA, then we will provide with 100% offline, online. Yeah, yeah. But now we follow the government regulation. Yeah. If they say that yes, we can do a hybrid like other school 50-50, then we do that. So right now, I think there's nothing like an offline. Yeah, you can see each other. What else do you remember? You remember after you graduate is your friends and your networking, and have fun with your colleague in the classroom. Yeah, then I think I'm agree that offline is better than online, but right now, since we don't have a choice, then let's just enjoy the offline. There's a positive side on the online learning. All right, so I think I hope that's answer your question. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Bu Firda. So I think before continue on the online of offline class, I think this is the questions that can be applied to everyone to answer. So I would like to have Bu Firda, Prof. Roy, Pak Rinaldi, Pak Doni, and Pak Greg to answer these questions because I think this one is really good. The typical question that I had in mind as well before I joined the MBA program, which is the question is from James Eugene. So good evening, Pak Doni and Pak Greg. But I would like to ask this question to everyone. So how did you manage best of your time between work and study at IPMI? Thank you. I think this is the questions, the typical questions from everyone before joining MBA program. So I would like to ask Pak Doni first, perhaps as the student, the current student, to answer that question, Pak Doni.
Yes, thank you, Alvina. This very basic question. Actually, like I said before, I also doubt whether I could follow the journey in IPMI, right? Because of the at the time, the government has a big plan to build infrastructure. So I'm not the one that managed my time because as the state-owned company, we have so many stakeholders, not only one shareholder, but too many shareholders to be served. And yes, it needs a big commitment for you to make decision. After that, you have you still have to have the big commitment, and we have to allocate. For me, I sacrifice until now when 1.5 years not golf and Saturday actually, and also another occasion that I miss, including holiday and traveling because Saturday is in the middle of a weekend, right? So I cannot have a plan to go on the long flight without missing the class actually. And luckily, Mba only at Saturday. So I have to negotiate with my family, not going anywhere on the Saturday. Family support is important. Beside the boss and also the colleague, already make them to support on the Saturday, my excuse day, just to enter to join the IPMI. So you need a big commitment, especially in my position as well. A lot of things to manage, not only several staff, but we have more than 10,000 employees that to be managed, and also to serve the government on the infrastructure development, right? So, and the other things you have to enjoy as well, because useless to wasting your time but not give the best effort that you have. So, and until now, Alhamdulillah, I survive. I survive. Just follow the journey and find a way how to manage the time and divide priority for the work and study. You cannot choose one, but make it balanced. Sometimes we negotiate with our lecturer to delay or postpone the assignment, Yeah, sometimes the negotiation success and sometimes fail. So this our fate. But we keep trying, not because we don't want to do that, because there's the timing allocation quite challenging. Yeah, but yeah, the spirit, we have to keep the spirit how to finish what I already start. Actually, that's the spirit that we have. That's
Thank you, Pak
Alvina.
Doni. So
Thank you for the
thank you,
question.
Pak Doni. Thank you for sharing it with us. Pak Greg, if you have any comments on that,
Yeah, I think so.
please.
Most of it has been highlighted by Pak Doni, but there are several things which I like to mention. First is, obviously, when you join IPMI and taking your graduate degree, it's a conscious decision, right? So I always believe that nobody is actually too busy. It's all about the priority. So whenever you make a conscious decision, then you make this as priority as well. This is the first thing. And then the second one is, I believe, is the main issues why we didn't finish. And then it seems like, too many things to be done, is that the brain of procrastination. You always want to delay something. If you can do it right now, why should you delay? Because at the end, I mean, I experienced this during my thesis writing, especially. So when you stop for 1 month, I think forget it. I mean, the delay will be even further. So don't stop and then stop. You should reduce the brain of procrastination. Never delay anything. Just do it. And then the third one is obviously the colleague support as well, because sometimes we have an agenda which we cannot really skip, and then we should skip the class. Especially for me, because I had the offline class as well. So whenever you cannot really join anywhere. You cannot join from Kalimantan. You cannot join from anywhere. So once you're not joining and it's less than 75%, then you cannot have the examination. You'll be failed. So that's even harder. But the thing is, what we learn is that support from the colleague as well is very important, because we have a group team member. For instance, 5 person. Not everyone is going to be busy all the time, right? So we take turn in handling the task. The contribution could be varies, but we need to assure that everyone will contribute until the end of the class. But because of the situation, sometimes one person cannot contribute, then the other 4 can cover this. So these are the 3 take out which I experienced during my tenure in IPMI, and I survived and I graduated. So I believe everyone can do so. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Greg.
And Alvina, one more thing
Yes,
that
Pak Doni.
I want to add that so far there is no what's so called the docent killer in IPMI. They still
I
give
agree, Pak. I agree.
right? Yeah, good grade for us. Maybe because kasihan or something else. So far, I feel. Yeah.
Now we will listen from their point of view, yeah, Pak Doni, yeah. So I think Pak Rinaldi, the turn is yours, Pak. Please, if you have any point of view, the difference point of view from the the teachers or the lecturers part, please, Pak.
Yeah, thank you, Alvina, and thank you, Eugene, for the question, James Eugene. Yeah, I think the question is not for students as well, but for us as facilitator.
Yeah.
Especially for me, I'm also working, in my daily job. So and bear with me, yeah. The students are getting smarter and smarter. Why is that? And that makes life of us, the facilitator, even more and more challenging. Why is that? Because as you know, especially now, even if you are in the organization, leadership is getting more and more difficult, because your subordinates, they know the answers, yeah, because of the internet era, yeah, and really open communication. So sometimes before you give them the answers, they already know the answers. And that is also why, yeah, for lecturers, when we are going to teach, so-called, or facilitate, so we have to prepare much longer than only teaching theory. So I use to teach in various organizations as well, and some of them are, more theoretical, and IPMI is a case study. To teach or to facilitate in the case study require more, knowledge from the facilitators, because we don't know, when we discuss the case, there are students coming from the background of marketing. The question is related to marketing. There are students with the background from operations, students from human resources, from finance. So there are a rich background of the students, So we have to be able to, to facilitate, to serve their inquiries. So that's why, when we do teach, or facilitate, we takes more time to prepare. So we have to read the case again and again and see which part of the case that is applicable and also relevant for Indonesia, because most of the cases are Harvard business case, but we have to adapt it into the Indonesian situation. So, well, of course, the difference between facilitator and students, we don't have homework, but preparations. So that is what differentiates between us. Our homework as a facilitator comes after final, exams. We have to give gradings, and we have to make notes, etc., and that takes time. So, in fact, what I like to emphasize here, don't worry. Taking an MBA in IPMI is easy. As Pak Doni said, you just need a commitment and really, basically fulfill your commitment. That is very easy, just a commitment. I know it's difficult to fulfill the commitment, but actually it's just easy if you want to fulfill your commitment. Thank you.
Thank you, Parin. I think Bu Firda already unmute herself. So Bu Firda, please, you can have any comments on that, and after this, I'll go to Prof. Roy.
Yeah, just a short one. So
yeah,
I agree
definitely.
with Farinaldi said that. So MBA is not a rocket science. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do. Everybody can do that, because it's all you need is you have to have an endurance. It's not. It's like running a marathon. You have endurance. It's not a sprint. Yeah, but and just enjoy the process. Enjoy the networking with your friends, and I think you will be there, an MBA graduate. All right. Thank you, Alvina.
Thank you, Bu Firda. And Prof. Roy, please, Prof. If you have any point of view or comments on this question, because I think it's everyone question on this matter about the, balancing time between work and MBA. Please, Prof. Roy.
Okay. Okay, sorry, there was a feedback. Can you hear me now, everyone?
Yes, Prof.
Yes, Prof.
Okay, there are several issues. First, about the balance between work and then study. Well, of course, one important thing is about commitment and also about priority. When you commit on something that becomes your priority, then you will make time. Everyone has the 24 hours per day. And then some people can be very, very productive because of work hard, work smart, and work together. Nah, itu dia. And work full-heartedly. Nah, jadi kerja sepenuh hati, kerja keras, kerja cerdas, kerja sama, all combined, And then you follow the guidance, and then of course all the facilitator or the lecturer, they are all open for discussion, even open for negotiation for the assignments, Pak Doni, delay the assignment. Pak Doni's class asked me to delay the submission deadline. Okay, boleh. Which one you want to delay? Let's discuss. It is part of the day-to-day negotiation, kan, day-to-day life. Yeah, everything can be negotiable. Yeah. Well, not really everything, see, but most of the things can be negotiable as long as you have the commitment. As long you know your priority, and then you want to you keep your schedule. Yeah, and then you should be okay. It is not a difficult subject. Yeah, as long as you want to put some time on it, and then you really do the active learning. That will be important for you all. Yeah. So be hopeful and helpful, empower heart, head, and hand. Yeah. Stay hungry and happy, and thrive holistically. Nah, that's the best 8H-nya itu ya. Okay, Mas, still remember or not? Yeah. Be hopeful and helpful. That is B and the 2H. Yeah. Empower heart, head, and hand. Your heart, your head, your hand. Yeah. And then stay hungry and happy. Enjoy the process. Hungry meaning hungry for the learning. Yeah. And that's a BES. The stay is from S. The T, the thrive holistically from many different angles, and then discuss with many different parties, with your friends, with your facilitator or lecturer, even with your colleagues at the office, and from many different sources. Currently, you can learn from many different sources. Okay, that's it from me. And then terakhir, I will tutup dengan pantun. Pantunnya bilang begini: sari jus pepaya, buah alpukat nan lezat. Mari terus berkarya, tambah semangat dan sehat. Thank you very much.
Wow, mantap, Prof. Roy. Amazing, amazing.
Nyanyi.
Udah, itu puterinya ya, puter himne IPMI-nya aja, udah diwakili oleh himne
IPMI-nya.
Ada nggak himne
Actually,
IPMI-nya?
I have to ask Bu Ratna if whether she has the hymn of IPMI. But actually, I think we're done with time. But I think I can put one last question, just one last question, Bu Firda. So I think this is interesting because the last one is basically from I think it's from hang on. It's from Julius Subito. I think this is will also anyone's questions because in the upcoming future, right? We don't know following the online and offline class later in the future when the pandemic is over, how flexible the usage of the online and offline class going to be. So I mean, will the online option still available together with the offline? Because with Pak Julius condition is he works in the mining company that may require me to travel, and with pandemic quarantine procedure, the travel time can be at least 1 month. So I think this is the flexibility between the online on offline class, Bu Firda, for the last question.
Yeah, that's related to the previous question. I think we don't know when the pandemic is will be end. Yeah, will be end. So I can answer that. So just follow the government regulation. I think. Yeah. Fortunately, still offline, but there is a bright side of the offline. So
online.
Oh my God! So you can. So you can still learn from your base camp in the mining site in Tocatindo or somewhere in Sulawesi. Yeah, you can still learn. So that's it. I think. Yeah, just follow what government said to us. Yeah, that's it. Siapa Alvina?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Bu Ratna. So I think I just being dicolect with one of my IPMI colleague, and he mentions the IPMI hymn is available. So we will put that up later at the end of the session. But I think that's it from today's session. So there are 3 things that I would like to highlight for tonight's agenda. Definitely, as Bu Firda mentioned, IPMI curriculum is really, I think, relevant to is always changing, relevant to the conditions. And as mentioned before, I think we can share the curriculum later on, ya Bu Firda. I think there is someone who asked for the curriculum. So it's really relevant to the situation. We can definitely understand that IPMI trying to adapt to the volatile situation, to the condition. And I think with the pandemic, they're trying also to upskill us because again, soft skill, technical skill is something, is the basic, the bottom line, but soft skill is also upskilling yourself is something definitely we need to have definitely in this time of the pandemic. And the second one, I think, by using case study under as the learning methods, by having the various of learning methods different to the each lecturers, definitely help us in terms of decision making, problem solving, and make us a good leader. And then the third one, I think, as also highlighted with Pak Greg, I think IPMI networking is something to be proud of. That's also one of my reasons why I joined IPMI, because again, in my class, there are various of people from different background, from the state-owned enterprise, from the sort of like, like the multinational company, and also from, the young managers, middle managers, and the top management. I think there's something that we need to highlight from IPMI, because it's something that we're really proud of. And after all, I think we all learn in IPMI that how to be a good leader, how to actually being a good managers, and in terms of decision making, in terms of leadership, in terms like just to be fast, sharp, and relevant to the situation nowadays. So after the bottom line, please come and join us. We will like to have you all on board with us in IPMI September intake. Again, highlighted there's a new curriculum for September intake 2021, and the good news is we have an early bird program, 50% tuition fee deduction for IPMI MBA program September 2021 intake. So please don't hesitate to join us. We would like to have you on board with us. We would like to become your partner in embarking your MBA journey to the new chapter of your life. So again, thank you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. But we will have our IPMI hymn before we left the session. So please, Bu Ratna, if you don't mind to help me to put up the IPMI hymn. This is the one that Prof. Roy actually wrote this song. Right, Prof. Roy? You wrote this song, right, Prof?
Yeah.
Just want to say thank you for everyone. You got my number, you got Prof. Roy number, WhatsApp number. Just keep in touch, contact with us. Yeah.
Yep, definitely, definitely.
Wujud bakti bangsa, kebanggaan Nusantara, persiapkan tunas negara untuk menjadi insan mulia. Dreams to be the pioneer, wisdom and prosperity, by the trust and dignity, striving for glorious Indonesia. Berpikir cerdas, bertindak bijak, tingkatkan kualitas pendidikan, bekerja sama gigih berjuang, asa asi asu terus maju. The blend of global and the local task, towards the glory of the global cause. We set a high standard of role model for better future of Indonesia. We set the high standard of role model for better future of Indonesia.
Okay. Thank you, Bu Ratna. Thank you, Prof. Roy. It's really good. I think it's really good song, Prof. Thank you again. Thank you for having us. Stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. Goodbye. I'll see you next time in the evening
Thank
webinar.
you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you,
Stay
Pak
safe.
Roy.
Good night. Good night.
Everyone, good morning.
Oh, good
Thank you
morning.
all.
you.
Thank you.
Para